investing in today's market. Should you do it or should you run? Where are we going with things? So, hey guys, I am going to be hanging out with you for a little bit. Won't be on too long, but we're going to be talking about whether you should be investing in real estate right now, or is the market crashing and everybody's going to lose their shirts. So hang on for just a minute. We're going to give people a chance to get dialed in, get connected in. Hopefully everybody's having a good Thursday night. Got a lot of chatter going on all the social media platforms about, is the market tanking? What's going to happen with interest rates? What are real estate investments looking like right now? What's happening in the stock market, crypto, all of that. And so going to talk a little bit about whether you should be investing in the market right now, specifically the real estate market, or if you should hold out and wait for the market to crash to then go in and buy assets. I just got a notice, price alert, market price alert on my phone here, and it's showing a downward trend. Just coincidence that it's happening at the same time as I'm going live here. But let's talk real estate investing today. First of all, if you are not watching on my YouTube channel, then you definitely want to jump over there. Jump over to mariodattilo.net, where you can actually stream this live, chat with me live, drop questions in the chat over at mariodattilo.tv. Sorry, I think I said .net before. mariodattilo.tv is the YouTube channel that I'm streaming from, and make sure to hit subscribe while you're over there. But all right, so let's talk here about the real estate market and whether you should be investing or if you should be waiting till the market crashes and then go in and buy everything up cheap. mariodattilo.tv, and make sure to hit subscribe over there. I wanted to also let you guys know that I've got a new podcast that just launched last week, and super pumped about that because I've already released 3 episodes, 3 interviews. You can check that out at mariodattiloshow.com. Super good interviews. Had Andrew Keel, which is a really well-known mobile home park investor, as kind of the kickoff interview. Also had Dave Seymour, who is, many of you know who he is. He's from A&E's Flipping Boston, which is a really awesome show that was aired for a bunch of seasons. And so I interviewed him. That was super interesting. And then also the most recent one that just came out was Javier Hinojo, which many of you know him. He's an apartment investor. And we get into all kinds of fun stuff, even talking about how to buy jets and exotic cars and make it profitable and all that. So pretty interesting interviews. I take notes during every single one when I'm talking to these guys, because it gives me a chance to just sit there and pick their brain and ask them anything I want when I'm on record, and they have to answer it. Otherwise they look bad. So it's pretty cool. Check that out. It's mariodattiloshow.com is the podcast. And I'm sure whether you're a real estate investor or an entrepreneur or someone who wants to be an entrepreneur or a real estate investor, you're going to love that show and all the interviews that we're putting out there. So mariodattiloshow.com. All right. Hey, just got a new subscriber. What's up, Z? Thanks, man. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Hey, guys, jump onto mariodattilo.tv. Hit subscribe while you're over there. And most importantly, you can chat with me over there, and you're going to get a better stream there too. So let's get into this. We're talking about real estate investing. Should you wait, or should you start making offers on things? Is the market going to crash? Should you sit back and watch to see if the market's going to tank and buy everything up cheap? Well, I just want to tell you right now, I've got multiple deals under contract as we speak. So I want to tell you right now that I'm buying, and I'm buying aggressively. We are not waiting for anything. What we are doing is being very conservative, and we are looking for good deals. And so I wanted to also mention the deal that we just got under contract. The most recent one was actually my junior acquisition manager, Rodney. So good job, dude. First deal, he's gotten to contract, and he's running with it. So pretty excited about this one, mostly for him more than me. But don't get me wrong, I like doing deals. So anyways, let's talk about the market. Is the market going to crash? Should you sit back and wait to invest, or should you start investing now? Well, here's the deal. Nobody can predict the market, right? Nobody can. If you asked me back in 2015, where's the market going in the next 12 months? Back then, I thought I could kind of predict the market. And I thought the market was going to crash way back in 2015. It's 2022, and the market has done nothing but go up. All right. And now I'm not telling you that you should be going gangbusters and buying everything because the market's going to keep going up. But what I am telling you is that you need to focus on the fundamentals. All right. You need to focus on cash flowing assets, not speculative investments. And specifically for real estate, you should be looking for things that are cash flowing day one and are going to do well, whether you implement any business plan or improvement plan or not. What we've seen over the last few years is a lot of people being very aggressive, predicting that they could, make these properties worth much more than they could. And in many cases, they pulled it off, but they predicted very high rent increases. They predicted, just very aggressive business plans and continuing low interest rates, which, as we see now, rents are continuing to go up, but interest rates are also going up. So it's throwing off people's business plans. You just need to be really conservative. You need to buy things that are going to pay you to own them. What we're seeing right now is the market shifting. We are seeing sellers get more motivated. We're seeing buyers get more standoffish. We're seeing interest rates go up, so that means prices are coming down, and you need to be willing to walk from some deals. Sellers right now, we've got this issue because some of them are realizing the problem and that the writing is on the wall, and they're rushing to get, on the market, get their stuff sold. And then some think that the market is still what it was 90 days ago. And they still have these really high price expectations, and the buyers are down here. And there's this gap that has to close over time. It's going to take a little while. Real estate doesn't move as fast as stocks and some of the other, crypto especially. So it takes a little while for people to realize what's happening and everybody to realize that buyers are cooling down. Sellers need to come into alignment. And it's interesting, on the MHP Tribe call that we had on Monday, we had a special guest speaker and a super good guy. He's a broker. He does tons of mobile home park sales all across the country every year. And he knows what he's talking about. But he started out by saying that this is not this is not a buyer's market. It's going to stay a seller's market for a long time to come. And, basically gave the whole broker pitch about how, buyers need to stay aggressive and continue to buy. And he did bring in some really good points about different motivations that sellers have, which completely contradicted what he was saying before. I'm telling you right now, because interest rates are going up, sellers who have any sort of motivation are now getting pushed to the table. They're going, oh crap, rates are going up. I have to sell now if I'm going to sell. And so you will see some motivated sellers coming to market. Take advantage of that. The ones who have not come to reality yet, just be patient. I was telling my acquisition guys on Wednesday during our meeting that we need to just continue to follow up, because and actually maybe it wasn't even my acquisition guys. I think it was our mastermind call on Tuesday with the tribe. It doesn't really matter. The point is, as I just said, you just need to follow up. And when a deal isn't happening, don't force it. Don't try and, don't think that you're going to lose the deal. A lot of the sellers are going to be calling you back in the next few months as they realize that the market is softening. All right. So just stick to your guns, be aggressive with your pricing, and don't compromise. You're going to be fine. The most important thing is, if you're buying conservative deals, you're buying deals that cash flow day one and pay you to own them, you're not going to lose anything. You're going to do well. You should be able to float through a down market. You can continue to buy. Now, that being said, there are some things that you need to make sure that you've got prepared. And that's a strong balance sheet. All right. You got to make sure that your balance sheet is looking good. And what that means is you need to have good enough liquidity, both for taking advantage of opportunities, but also so that if things do get a little hairy, you've got enough cash sitting there on the sidelines to cover any, potential overhead that you need to cover to make it through any tough times. So get to cash in things that you don't necessarily want to own. So things that are not producing cash flow, maybe your ugly duckling assets, if it's not too late, get those sold off, get to cash on those. And then that way you can use that cash to buy good opportunities. Also to float over tough times if you need to. Now is not the time to be putting out every dollar of cash that you've got on things and stretching. And I'm all for leverage. I'm all for, keeping your money working and making sure that you don't have too much cash sitting in the bank, because obviously inflation will wipe it out. But you do need to be careful, and you do need to make sure that you've got money on hand to make good investments and to cover yourself. Okay. So get your balance sheet right. And if you've got anything that you need to finance or get refinanced, get it done right now. This is not a 3 to 6 month, I'm going to get around to getting this property refinanced then. Do it now. What's up, Shannon? Shannon is on the, looks like Facebook actually, but good to see you. So make sure that you are refinancing anything that you're going to need to refinance in the next 3 to 5 years. Do it now. Like, we're in the middle of multiple refinances right now. We've been doing it for the last, fairly consistently been working to refi things over the last 6 to 9 months anyways, but we're kind of at the end. We've just got a couple more assets, 2 or 3 more assets that need to get refinanced, and we're working on them. And yeah, the interest rates aren't looking that great compared to what they were historically, but they're looking a lot better than what they did several years ago too. So take advantage of the rates where they're at, lock them in. Don't think that they're going to come back down and you're going to be able to relock in at a lower rate in 3 to 6 months. It's not going to happen. They're going to keep going up. At the end of July, they're going to jack it up probably another half point. And so they're just going to keep going up. The key is get loans that are going to bridge you for at least 5 years. Do not do short-term debt right now, and don't do anything that has adjustable loans in less than 5 years. Make sure that you're giving yourself plenty of runway to ride out any long-term storms and not have to think about your debt, not have to worry about refinancing when things get real shaky. So, hey, what's up, Patrick, man? Good to see you on Instagram. So the key is make sure that you have liquidity, okay, to both take advantage of opportunities as the market tanks. Make sure that you've got cash to float you through some bad times if you need to cover some costs, expenses, and then also make sure that all of your debt has at least 5 years on it. And so start your refinance yesterday if you've got anything that's coming due soon, and make sure that you're just conservative. Like there's a lot of people who are buying deals on floating rates for the last several years. And the problem with that is their rates are going through the roof right now. And in most cases, they've got prepayment penalties that are going to force them to stay into that loan and ride the interest rates up. So just get away from anything speculative, get away from anything that is potentially adjusting, and just lock in. Even if your returns are a little bit lower, that's totally fine. It's better to have a little bit lower returns, miss your mark a little bit, than it is to, continue to gamble and think that you're going to get better terms later, or that the market's not going to tank. And you just trust me, lock in good terms now. All right. Real quick, if you guys have a deal that you're looking at and you want to partner with me, I'm buying actively right now, and I can't source all the deals myself. Like we got more capital than we have deals. And so if you've got a deal, mobile home park with 50 or more occupied lots, or you've got a self-storage facility with 20,000 square feet or more, hit me up on one of the social media platforms and let's talk about it. Let's see if we can partner up, or if you want to sign a contract or sell me something. If you're a broker, that's totally cool. But bring your deals. We're buying, and I'd love to work with you on something. So one other thing I wanted to throw out there too is I'm pretty excited about this. You're going to be hearing about a company called Creops very soon. It's a company that it's a consulting company that I'm teaming up with some of the top consultants in the country that focus on commercial real estate investors. And what they do is we come in and we coach, and it's not like a coaching program or like a education company. It's actual consulting group comes in, coaches everybody inside the company on how to systemize their business, how to get out of for the leadership, get out of the day-to-day operations and start working on the business instead of in it, how to implement processes and procedures. We go in and evaluate your entire company, everybody on your team, do personality assessments and see make sure everybody's in the right seats. And it's really awesome. It's not like a beginner thing. It's not somebody who's starting a business. This is for existing companies, specifically commercial real estate investing companies who are looking to scale and systemize their company. So the company's called Creops, and my partners and I on this are very excited to be launching it soon. And it really came out of me needing it for myself. I implemented business systems in my company, but then I found these guys and they came in and helped really systemize my business. And over the last 2 years or so, we've been able to roll out like almost 100 documented procedures. We've got structure in place. We've got meeting structure. We've got an organizational chart that's in place. We have different hiring processes now. And it's been great. It's completely changed my company. And that's why I got with these guys and said, hey, look, let's partner up. Let's bring this to the commercial real estate world. And let's make sure that people who are already investing in commercial real estate can scale. Because what happens is, and it happened for me like it happens for everybody else, once you hit a certain point, you plateau because the operations of your investments begin to take over too much of your time to where you can't go out and source more deals. So eventually the assets that you own begin to own you. They start to control you. They take up all your time and you're dealing with just crap in your company that is stopping you from growing and working on the business. You're too busy working in it. So that's what I want to help all commercial real estate investors get out of and implement awesome systems to get you focused on growing and scaling and not the boring crap that you can systemize. All right. So Creops, it has not launched yet. It will be launching soon. So very excited about that. Stay tuned. And those of you who are already investing in commercial real estate, connect with me because it's so worth it. And it's very high level, super. We come on site at your company and meet with your team. So this is not like a course or something. So anyways, check that out. Stay tuned to that and just be ready. We got some buying opportunities coming up. We have seen more motivated sellers in the last 45 days than I've seen in a very long time. I actually have a portfolio deal that we're brokering right now up in Indiana. So if you guys are looking to buy a portfolio of mobile home parks, hit me up, private message me. It's a very good seller in the sense that he's motivated, needs to get out. It's not property specific, it's operational specific. They're not in a position to handle it. So hit me up if you want to buy or take a look at that deal, and I'll get you with my acquisition manager and he'll get you all the info. But there's a bunch of motivation right now. Sellers need to sell. So take advantage of it. Be aggressive like we talked about. And so from there, if you guys got any other questions, drop them in the chat. Otherwise, wait a minute. Shannon, I don't know what you're interested in, but if you want to just reply back and let me know what you're interested in, whether it's the Creops or potentially partnering or one of the other things that I was rambling on about for the last 10 minutes, go ahead and drop that in the chat so I know what you're talking about. Guys, check out, I got some really good episodes coming out on the YouTube channel as well, MarioDattilo.tv. Be sure to subscribe over there. I'm going to be hopping off here pretty quick if nobody has anything else that they want to talk about, but just stay conservative. I do know one other thing that I wanted to touch base on. We're going into the 4th of July, right? And Independence Day. So the day that we all celebrate as the day of freedom. And what is a better thing to celebrate than capitalism on the 4th of July? You know, what's really interesting is you hear all these people talking about, I just did a post on this a couple days ago. There's a lot of people out there talking about, the 1%ers and those rich people, blah, blah, and they just make it seem like people just got wealthy or got rich by accident. But really, what's so awesome about this country is that in this country, you can, by adding value, okay, true value, and helping out, and solving problems, really, you can become wealthy. And, we're in a time now where communists, socialists, whatever you want to call them, they're looking for handouts. They got a victim mentality, and all they want is freebies from the government. They want the government to take care of them. That's a bunch of crap. All right. This country is built on capitalism, and what's great about this country is we're able to, anybody, regardless of your situation. Sorry, I might have a little bit of a bad connection here for a second online. Looks like my internet's being a little goofy. By adding value and creating value and helping other people, we're able to build wealth regardless of where you came from. There's many, many countries all around the world. It's just not possible. You're either born into wealth or you're locked in where you're at, and you're going to live that way for the rest of your life. And that's not what America is about. And myself and many other people, and countless people, are great examples of coming from nothing, coming from not having money, and being able to build wealth and live great lifestyles and do all. So I just want to let you know that I love this country, and I love being with other patriots who love this country. And if you're out there building a business, be proud of that. That's patriotic. Building wealth for you and your family is what this country is about. And it's really your obligation. It's our obligation to build wealth and add value to society. So go do it. Don't feel bad about it. If somebody's talking about, and trying to make you feel bad for it, too bad. Tell them to move their country, right? This is America. It's a free country. We're capitalists. If you don't like it, go move to some socialist, communist country, and they can own you. All right. So you can tell I got a little rant right there. Go America. Anyways, Shannon said Creap's small company, but definitely stuck in the grind. All right, cool. So yeah, definitely DM me or private message me offline here. Let's talk about it. I'll get you on a waiting list. But if you are actively investing in commercial real estate and you want to implement systems, Creops is the company. It's not cheap. It's a serious investment, but it will put your company on the map from a growth standpoint, and it will get you out of the day-to-day grind. Norman, what's up, man? Amen, brother, he said. That's right, America. So thank you, Norman. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Looking forward to doing some deals with you. So why don't you bring something to the table? Let's work together on it. So guys, from there, I am done. I'm done ranting. Have an awesome 4th of July. Make sure to spend some time with family. Just stop for a minute and just remember how and recognize how awesome of a country you live in, because we are free. What's up? What's up, Kai? Cheers. Good to see you. Thanks for being on and the support. All right, guys, I'm hopping off. Happy 4th of July. Let's go make some money. See ya.